So listen, I did quite a bit of reading, watching videos the past week or so. I looked through the His Tank forums. I was recommended a video from Kenny. He has a channel called Loose Action Figures Toy Reviews. I was recommended a video by Patient Mental, who has quite a few videos up. Kenny's video in particular I found interesting, as I realized one of our issues with a certain someone are very similar. And I just want to clear the air, say my piece, hopefully get those of you that rock with me back on track, take a step back away from a lot of this toxicity in the toy community at the moment. So doing that little sit down with Shardamus, although I feel he was good intentioned, was a waste of time and wasn't a good look for me. So I apologize to my followers, my associates, friends, family for rolling around in the mud with this dude. I should have stayed silent and just handled it when I saw him again face to face. You know, Jay-Z's got a line about arguing with fools and people from the distance can't tell who is who. So, you know, something to that effect. But I was pretty surprised that the Boog is as bad as or on par with this dude narrative, and how many people missed the point of me outlining the timeline of our interactions. You know, it's literally been years of this dude trying to antagonize me and me just not responding. It's wild to see people excuse his behavior and pretend like he's some toddler that just doesn't know what he's doing or saying. It was also wild to see the comments on that video, all that racist rhetoric and just rabid vitriol from toy collectors. That chat was pretty disgusting. It was horrific. It was embarrassing, just disheartening for toy collectors. Those in the know, you know who set him up on that mission to make that wildly disrespectful video about me, who was passing along screenshots and putting a battery in his back. But you know, that same crew also set up another YouTuber in a similar fashion to come at me. He sent me this laughably stupid email inserting himself into the drama when I didn't even know he existed prior. He had nothing to do with it. I never said anything about or to this individual. You know, my responses for the most part have been minimal, measured, mostly tongue-in-cheek on video. Now, more directly, I've been more direct with the FUs and such. You know, we had some pretty heated exchanges more directly. But, you know, there's definitely been some degree of animus between the factions for quite some time. You know, the recent spark, though, came from me telling a joke in a Facebook group. I typed something to the effect of the same dudes saying how evil Hasbro is love Donald Trump. And that somehow became the equivalent of calling a black person the N-word, or it was automatically racist towards white people. It was politically labeling. It was me saying anyone who dislikes Hasbro is a Trump supporter. It became anyone critical of Hasbro is toxic. It became a direct personal attack on all the folks who say they were simply responding to that comment. Nah. It was just a very funny joke. That's it. And I stand on it. Most people in the group found it funny. Everyone was laughing and joking and having a good time. But let me be clear. I don't think anyone who disagrees with Hasbro is automatically toxic. That's a ridiculous notion. Also, my initial toxicity comment that was screen capped and used in one of the videos in this whole back and forth was a screen cap from the Hasbro Pulse Giant Man reveal live stream, in which the chat was toxic. As all of us know, those chats often are. And not toxic because anyone was voicing valid criticisms of Hasbro, as I find nothing wrong with that, and I do wish that false narrative would stop, because once again, I have absolutely no problem with anyone being critical of Hasbro. The chat was toxic because people were cursing each other out, name calling, and just being rude and disrespectful. It had absolutely nothing to do with criticism of Hasbro, especially not valid criticism. If you don't support Hasbro, it doesn't mean you support Trump. Being a Trump supporter doesn't mean you are white. Being a Trump supporter is not automatically synonymous with your name. Being a Trump supporter doesn't really even matter if you don't live in America and don't vote in our elections. Most importantly, if you're not a Trump supporter, then what's all the fuss about, based on my joke? If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Also, at some point before all of this, I made another joke, a Valor Who joke, as it relates to the release of the Hasbro Sergeant Slaughter figure and I guess Gung Ho, because in my mind, those were the better versions or the superior version in those instances. Mind you, I've supported this dude's line. I own figures from the line. I've never attacked this dude personally. I've always given credit where credit is due. However, just like I will criticize and joke on any toy line, yours is no different. You can't be claiming people are soft and turn around and be soft yourself and unable to be criticized or joked on. But back to to Kenny's video. As I see these dudes have co-opted my ACBA logo and are going as far as to create merch, shirts and stickers based on my design, when this dude lost his shit over Kenny doing something similar. Sent out cease and desist letters and almost got into a physical confrontation at Joe Fest as a result. So to turn around and do the same thing seems outrageous and hypocritical. Clearly these dudes don't see irony, can't understand nuance, have no self-awareness at all. Fact is, my little tiffs in the toy community have been few and far in between. I really just be chilling, trying to enjoy the hobby. I don't want to be in constant drama. I don't want to use drama to drive viewership. I get that controversy sells, and I get that a lot of people tune in to certain videos just to see and hear what shots will be fired and to revel in that negativity. To me, it's not what the hobby should be about. But everyone is free to conduct themselves and drive their channel as they see fit. It's just that there's a lot of bickering going on right now. And I just want to say my final piece and totally remove myself and my brand from it all. Like I said a few days ago, if you think you and I are trading shots, we are not. You are shadowboxing at this point. I just want to play with my toys and get out of the way of all of this nonsense. If you don't like me or my content, then don't follow me or my content. I don't go over to people's channel I don't like and attack them. Bottom line is, whoever said or did what at this point, it doesn't even really matter. Like I told dude, I don't respect him and we will never be friends, but that doesn't mean I need to keep escalating the drama until it really goes left. I wish everybody the best in their endeavors, and I'm just making it clear I'm focused on my own personal endeavors, my brand, and I don't want to be involved in any toy beef. It's phony. You come at me sideways in my comments or DM me trying to perpetuate beef, and I'm just not responding to you. Respect me, I respect you. I'll chop it up with you, I'll debate with you in my comment sections, I'll defend my position, and I'll allow you to defend yours. And as always, I won't delete or censor any comments, but I'm not fighting. The start of October 2023 is a couple days out. ACBA is about that display artist life. It's not about arguing and bickering and bullshit. Toy Fair starts tomorrow. That'll take us through to New York Comic Con. There's a lot of interviews that I need to do, a lot of content to put out. So that's what I'm focused on. ACBA podcast will be live tonight at about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope to see you there. Peace.
I'm in the game, I'm grinding. I got to play 24 hours in a day, 7 days out the week. I never sleep. I'm on my grizzly bear, 52 weeks out the year. Yeah.